Get back, buddy. Buddy.
You're done talking.
He's back. Can you see him? Back up.
And you guys called the cops and the cops didn't take the video, it wasn't even our dog. So no one's come to grips with us and say, hey, let's all talk. Let's be cool. Let's stop harassing this young family who's just trying, who put up a fence. No, hear me out. I put the fence up. I started pinning all the money, right? And then what's this guy over here do? He lies. He violates my property, keeps coming on my property, trespassing, doing harassment to me and my family, videotaping my children naked, sending me legal documents that, oh yeah, we're watching you and your show, videotaping you. Do you understand what that's like for this family over here? I understand my dog's scared too, but we're asking you to use empathy for once. My dog will not attack you. She'll bark, but she will not bite you. And that will not happen again. I have you on my word. I will not let that dog come out of this house again. So bottom line, now that's fixed. Now what can you all do for us and stop harassing us?
Well,
How about step up as a neighbor and be like, it's not okay to be calling cops on people. I'm not okay.
Okay, Larry, just calm down for a second. Look, when you guys first came in, Renee brought you banana bread.
Who's that?
Renee's my wife.
Okay, that's
Renee,
nice.
Renee brought you banana bread the first day. We weren't gonna attack you. I've purposely stayed over here, even though the property line's over there for some weird reason, you know. I don't go onto your property. We just don't go on your property. The only time I was on there was the first day you guys came in, you know, to welcome you.
But then you came over with a weapon to tell me about my dog. No, hold on. Think about what you did that day. You came over to tell me my dogs were on your property, which, hey, if that was the case, you had a right to call, text, whatever. You showed up at the side door with a weapon in hand. I'm standing there. There's a 38 by my window. You could have gotten your head blown off that day because I didn't know. Hold on, let me finish. I'm talking about your safety there and ours. This could have been a whole different situation that night. And from that moment on, you established that you had a right to just show up to my side door with your wife standing there before you even knocked, holding a weapon saying, I'm scared, so I'm going to come to your property with a weapon of dogs that I'm already scared of. Even my lawyer, everyone said that didn't make any sense. You should have been charged, they said, with something, but I didn't want to charge you with anything.
Well, I don't think anyone wants to charge you.
But you called the cops on me. And hold on, Mr. Nag, hold on. You don't get to control the situation when you started the whole cop calling thing. You never talked to me personally. You showed up to my house while my wife was breastfeeding. We felt very, no, it didn't matter. You were standing in the door, she was sitting in the window.
I don't want to look.
It doesn't matter. You're not getting what I'm saying.
Well, okay, Larry, just let me tell you my side of the story. I drove into my garage, and your white dog ran into my garage after me. That's what started it.
And I understood that. And we don't have those dogs anymore.
And the reason I had pepper spray, because it looks like a pit bull.
He was a bulldog, and he was a terrible dog. He was a rescue. We got rid of him. Hear me out, though. You came to my property with the dogs you were scared of with a weapon, though. No. You shouldn't come onto someone's property with a weapon, Mr. Nag. If that's the case, you go to the front door or you call. You had our text number. So from that, no, you're excusing your behavior isn't okay. And by law, Mr. Nag, I'm trying to tell you, you started a precedent by walking on my property with a weapon. I understand that dog scared you. You could have texted us, you could have said it, but you're not feeling our rights. You came over and stared in the window while she was breastfeeding. You said you didn't know. It didn't matter. She was. I turned around. I wouldn't have even noticed you guys sitting there if I hadn't seen the glare of your wife's glass. I'm trying to explain something to you. You could have gotten your head blown off that night. I was about to shoot you. I saw two eyes standing there, and I was about to blow your heads off. But because I am a lot calmer than I'm acting right now, I did it. You were trespassing on my property with a weapon, and you never apologized about that. That's the problem we're having. You're justifying that it's okay to come over because my dog walked over on your property, that you can come to my house with a weapon. That's not okay, Mr. Nag. So why don't you apologize for that and say, you know what, I was wrong to bring a weapon to your house.
Larry, let's just...
So you won't say that. You will not say that it's wrong to bring a weapon onto my property.
Larry, let's just say things that happened in the past are in the past. Let's just move forward, okay? Can we do that?
I could definitely, if you can tell me that you won't bring weapons to my property anymore.
I'm not going to bring... I don't have a weapon to
You
bring.
brought a bear mace. Dude, you scared the living crap out of my wife that night. That's what I'm trying to get. That's why I freaked out. You scared my wife, and you guys never... I know you don't care, because we're Republicans, you're a liberal. We don't give a shit.
That's actually not true.
I don't know what you.
I grew up in Southeast.
So then why are you letting these guys come up to my house and say, "Oh, we're never Trumpers"? This guy says he's your best buddy over here. You guys need to all talk because he uses your name all the time and slandering. Dude, you know why I have so much hostility? Because since we've showed up here, you're pretending to be nice to me right now, but I'm trying to tell you, this group of people over here, they use your name and say that you called the cops on me, that you called the EPA on me. They're using you. Well, then you need to have a talk with these people because they're all trying to make us hate each other. And what I'm trying to get to you is I can let all this pass. I can literally from today on be like high and cool. But you have to understand, we've done nothing to anyone here. My dog attack, I came over, that's a problem, I'll fix that. But we personally have done nothing to have cops harass, have lawsuits, have all the stuff that we've dealt with. Dude, I'm done. You're gonna smug look at me like that. All the respect to you, I will never let a dog over here again. But you know, my wife and I wanted to come over and talk to you guys and say, hey, can we have a conversation? But by the stance that you have, a good human being with morals would be like, you're right, your wife was breastfeeding, my bad. And I'll say, I'm my bad, and I apologize for my dog stuff on your property, but you can't even apologize to my wife that you scared the living crap out of her that night.
Larry,
No, you're not going to control this. Stop.
If you just bring the temperature down, and I'll just tell you right off the bat, I am actually a Republican.
But you don't act like one.
Well, I am.
But you don't act like one.
Good
for you.
And I'm very conservative.
I'm more conservative than you are, my friend. I would never treat my neighbor the way you treated me or my wife. I would never walk to your door to come there with a weapon and say, you know what? Because a God-fearing and a Second Amendment person, the first thing I do is protect people's rights. And how you created was an issue where walking onto my property, you had all the right to walk on my property with a weapon. No, just say it. You don't have that right. You don't have that right, and I'll calm the fuss down, man. That's it. That's all it takes is you to agree that you're not going to walk on my property with weapons.
If that makes you happy.
That makes me happy. It's called legitimacy. How can you be a conservative
if... I didn't want to be scaring your wife or you.
You don't scare me.
The only reason I was carrying that pepper spray was to protect myself. Not
so I'm coming on to... See, do you hear what you're saying, sir? Do you hear what you're saying? Don't you work for the city? Aren't you someone like important? Do you hear what you're saying? The only reason I came on your property was to protect myself. You didn't have to come on my property. You could have texted me. Bottom line, legal, done. And you could say, you what? You did. Your wife hadn't yes, you did. Yes, you did. I can go back to the record.
Well, I'm sorry if that's the way it played out. I'm sorry.
It is the way it played out, and that's literally what happened. And so from that moment on, you started something that just rippled in this whole neighborhood toward us. Yes, you did. And that's the truth, Mr. Naggy. And if you, in your heart, if you're a believer or not, can't accept that, that's too bad. Because I can forgive you for everything. I have no problem. I don't even dislike you. I never did. I actually kind of always thought, you know what, guys over there work. I've been trying to. Do you know that I caught them and them sabotaging my equipment? Do you know that we had workers over here? They were over there lying. I have everyone on camera. Dude, this isn't over. You better understand, this is not over. And now we have a new regime or a new presidency. All this crap stays turning off and been messing with me. Wouldn't press charges when Brad hit me 5 times with his car. You heard about that, right?
Well, I heard something about it.
He hit me. Dude, almost hit my son. He almost ran my son over. What kind of neighbor are you? Yeah, well, whatever. Thank you, Mr. Naggy. No. Thank you. You're not a good neighbor, but I'll explain to you. You'll never have problems over here. But you're not a good neighbor. The bottom line is you're not a good neighbor. A good neighbor would not allow people to do that and go, oh, well, the man hit me with a vehicle 5 times on my own property, chasing up 60 miles an hour up on this road, using my private turn around to tell some guy, oh, you were speeding. He's the cop of our neighborhood now. Almost hit my little boy on our property. No charges. I got all the, no.
I don't even know what happened there.
He came up to tell somebody they were speeding on my property, and he drove up and he almost ran me and my wife and my kids and everybody over and got away with it. Because all of you have done something here. No, it's okay.
Well,
I'm good.
Up on you, that's not the case.
It is exactly the case, and you know it.
Let me ask you this.
You know it.
So then why, when you first moved in, why would we offer you the banana bread?
I don't know about all that. I don't know about the banana bread. You got mad over the dog situation. Look, we just established that whole thing that we had was over that situation. And if you sincerely apologize for that playing out, then I appreciate that, because then what you realize is you're using empathy to what started this whole thing down here. Okay?
But you're saying I called EPA.
I don't. Brian is saying you did. These guys are, dude. You know, I'll have a little meeting.
So anytime something to us.
That's what they're saying. Literally, we just had. No, I'm not, because he just told me that you wanted to feed my chickens. So, do you know what happened to my chickens? Do you at all?
They froze to death.
No, they didn't. They were attacked by someone who let something in. I show up. We came home. Brian's in our chicken camp doing his thing, saying that you guys had a conversation. You didn't want to trust me on my property. I'm like, okay, great. I hired someone to come over and take care of our chickens, but the weather or something kept them from coming up here. So we hightail it back here. They all have our text number. They could have told us that was going on. Brian called.
Renee texted Tara.
Anyone could have.
Renee texted Tara.
No one texted us. We didn't get any texts. We didn't get nothing. So it doesn't matter. We get up here. Brian's on my property doing something with my chickens to find out that he opened the thing up, let the chickens get all attacked and killed. And he's claiming, and then he calls animal control on me the next day, and animal control shows up trying to give me a, come on guys, that's a setup. That's a setup, okay? Whatever weird crap is going on, and he said you called the EPA on me. I don't believe him. I don't believe him anyway. I know it was Lee. I know it was Lee because I got it now.
Okay,
so what I'm trying to tell you is you need to understand we're all being played. Okay. You disliked me for whatever reason we had. This is our
dogs.
Okay, and that was our situation.
And honestly, Larry, I don't care what you do on your property. It's your property.
I'm not doing anything on my property. I haven't done anything illegal. I'm trying to fix this place up.
You're saying the EPA was called. I didn't call.
Yeah, and now they closed the case and told me I've done nothing wrong. So this spring we're going back to work.
But I'm just saying. The only thing that's bothering us is the dogs coming over and barking at us.
Well, you know what? We just got back. So I don't know why the black one's doing that. She was doing really good staying on her side. I don't know why she suddenly just started barking over here. But you won't have that problem again because we are very concerned about that issue. We wanted to put this fence up, but this jerk keeps suing us saying we can't put our fence up.
Well, honestly, that's like, that's my issue is the dogs.
Well, and my issue is, the fact that you think it was okay to come over my property with a weapon.
All right, well, I'm sorry that I came over with the pepper spray. It was not the intent to scare you, to threaten you or anything. It was just I thought the dog was running around, and I was just trying to.
It just didn't make sense that anyone would come over at night. If you're afraid of a dog, why would you walk onto someone's property with a weapon? Because that's like. It's like me coming over to someone I'm mad with a gun. I'm instigating a situation, knowing that could happen. Did you see how that looks at? Yeah. That's how it looked. So it looked like to me you wanted a problem that night, and I'm like.
So really, what happened was, I was upset because I was scared.
And you had all the right to be, and I am totally.
And maybe because
and you have all the right to be.
And maybe because of that, I did something I probably should have just said, I'll wait till tomorrow.
That's what I would have done. Yeah, and that's thank you.
Honestly, that's what should have happened. But in the heat of the moment, I was fired up because of the dog literally running into my garage.
Dude, he's a scary look. Look, you have more than my empathy. You have my complete apology to that because you have a right. It's your property, and I understand that 100%. And that dog, we got rid of him, and this is not normal. She's in training right now, so I don't know why. And we've been gone for 3 months because of the harassment. So now she's back and she's trying to figure out. I'm sorry, she will not harass you, but you have 100% right to be worried about dogs, and my family and I are on edge about that right now. And that's why we had that fence and started working, and then he did. So what you don't understand is we're dealing with outside people who are just mean. Okay, I get called racial names from this guy all the time on the side of the fence. I get called names and makes fun of me. Told me I'm a convict, soon to be I've been on video, Mr. Nag. And, I got the cops telling me to move my fence for him on video. Have you ever heard of police telling someone on civil order to move the fence for somebody? Have you ever heard of this stuff?
I mean, I've never had a fence problem.
Okay, but have you ever heard of these things? I know you work for the city, so I know you hear things. This isn't normal. What I'm dealing with out here is not normal. This is not normal behavior, and people getting away with what they've done to us is not normal, and it's ending now. And when you and I shouldn't have any problems because the dogs won't come over here. I've never had a problem with you ever. I really didn't accept that. I never accused you of this. Hey, wasn't Brian telling us that he called the EPA on us? Didn't Brian when he came up to that house? Brian walked up to our house and told, I'm your friend. Like literally started telling us all this stuff about people. And we're like, why are you telling us?
I can't. I mean, all I can say is I didn't call it EPA.
Well, and he's saying that you guys are such good friends. You guys take care of these things. And I'm like, why are you telling us that? And then we get home and our chickens are attacked. And Brian, who's out there in the chicken kennel when we come out in the morning, he's on our property. And does that make sense to you? Like for us, how do we supposed to?
Just concerned about the chickens.
Concerned?
I guess. I don't know.
Or maybe he did this to get us in trouble. I mean, no. Where should we sit with all the crap we dealt with? Should we just be like, yeah, he was being really nice? Well, but he's also called the EPA on. He's also called the, who else? 2 animal control. He tried to call the fire marshal on us. What more? We've got a list of all that. It's come to neighbor harassment, you guys. And everybody who's getting involved, including Nick, who lied about our dog and sent us a letter about $50,000 horse and all that crap, which was a lie. Straight up lie, okay? So we're done with it. And if you and I don't have a problem, then let it be. Don't school me on anymore on how this should be, because you obviously don't care what's happening to us, and that's fine. We don't need you to care.
Honestly, I work with minorities all the time. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying at my work, I deal with people all the time. All kinds of different races, everything. I mean, I don't have, again, like I said, I'm conservative.
What do you do, sir?
I'm a civil engineer.
I knew it. I knew you did something with building or something. You're very. I like how you take care of your place.
So I'm assistant city engineer with the city of Champaign.
I thought. Okay.
I have a big project. What my focus is drainage and flood control.
Oh, nice.
So when there's flooding in the city, I deal with big flooding problems, and I address. I come up with big capital projects.
Sure.
40 million. I'm doing a $40 million project right now.
Nice.
And it's in a minority neighborhood. I deal with a lot of different people. A lot of different ethnic makeups and backgrounds.
Well, that shouldn't have anything to what you're saying to me now. I'm just saying that, for you to make that statement is kind of weird. As a conservative, don't do that. As conservatives, we don't need to make that statement. You're not racist. I never claimed to be. But these people are. They're extremely liberally racist people. They've made comments to me, my wife. So, you know what I mean? I'm letting you know that there's something going on over here that's become very hostile. And it's not your problem. But they do use your name.
Okay.
So maybe you should address that with him.
Well, we meet as a neighborhood group. So
But we've never been invited.
Well,
Come on.
The lane meeting.
No. When were we invited? You guys moved the meeting when we were. Come on, dude.
The lane meeting is every spring.
Yeah, but we were told one date and given another. Just like the whole thing about the money. No one told us about it. When we closed the house.
$400.
Yeah, no one told us. Not even about the lane. Nothing. Okay. You know that the real estate people didn't even held our taxes, didn't pay it. We had to come out of pocket to pay our own tax again to find out we were frauded on that too. So and now I had a lawsuit. This is dumb, man. I hate this place. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the most crooked place I've ever been. We own property all over. I've never seen a state that's so crooked. The people who pretend to be nice, they're all fake, liars and fakes. Okay, we're a family.
I would say Illinois is probably the most.
It is the most crooked city I've ever state.
In general,
every politician's been to prison, right? Like
Illinois,
every one of them. Right. Gosh, come on, California's burning up in fires.
What? Huh? Oh, we're not arguing. We're just talking right now. Really? Yeah.
Just want to call the cops on us. Everyone just wants to call the cops on us.
Larry, it's just again.
It's not a cop matter, you guys. It's not a police matter for everyone to keep calling the police on each other.
But the thing is, I can't control what other people do or say around.
And I understand that. And that's not on you.
Our issue has always been just the dogs,
And we're going to make sure that's not a problem.
That's fine. That's the issue. I was telling Larry, and you can corroborate this. When you guys first moved in, we brought banana bread. It's not like we were like, oh, we can't stand you. We want you out of here. We brought banana bread to welcome you. Is that not true?
Yeah. I don't know why you think everybody's against you, but a lot of it seems like you're bringing it on yourselves.
All right, we're done. Let's go. Hey, Mr. Naggy, it was very nice talking to you. Thank you. And we won't have problems.
The dogs,
no problem.
If you can just, that's fine. And I haven't called anything EPA on you or anything, okay? It's just the dogs, and it's just that I can't.
And we're not going to let him over here. Like I said,
trees.
I totally understand, 100%.
That's my only issue.
I'm not going to let that happen again.
Okay,
And
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I'm really sorry. Okay,
Okay.
I am telling you that I'm sorry that's ever happened to you.
Okay.
Okay, because we don't
Appreciate
ever
that.
want to cause you any kind of trouble. We're not here to bother you. And no, by the way, we're not bringing it on ourselves. To be honest with you, we're not. So I think what you need to do is
Well, it seems like your dogs keep coming over. We have to keep complaining. Why do we have to say more than once? I don't understand that.
Well, we're sorry that we got sued, and him and I have been talking about it, so you guys can talk about it, but it won't happen again, okay?
That's really our issue.
Well, I'm making it clear to you, it won't happen again, but you two can talk why we can't finish our property, what we're dealing with and all that, but no.
Well, I'm just curious, so you're trying to finish the fence?
Everything, the whole property right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's trying to stop me and everything, so. But he's about to find out something real. All of y'all, there's going to be things legally that's going to come out. We left for 3 months to deal with it, and we're back. So, but you will never see a problem from our side on our property, okay? And I'm sorry, like I said again, for any hostility that's ever come from us. I really am, for my freaking out, losing it. But we've been under a lot of other stuff over here. And I believe you, and I never did believe that you were the one that called EPA on me. I didn't think that. I just thought it's weird everyone's throwing names around about other people, but they won't do it to each other's face. They like to do it behind other, and then come up and pretend to be my friend, but then call the animal control on me. It's just too much weirdness. That's all I was saying. So that's all I'm saying. So thank you guys. Thanks. You too. Yeah. So basically him and I were hashing the whole thing out and she fucks it all up.
Yeah, she
Were you
did.
recording?
It's in your pocket.
Oh. Oh! Thank you.
Yeah.